Hi, everybody. Yes, there are many of me. I am floating through the air in bubbles. I like to do things a little differently. Okay, let's just admit it. I'm kind of a kook, but I have fun with this techie stuff. And I also am kind of odd in that I think of things that a lot of people don't think of. And that's what's going on here. I decided to present a different kind of reading. Now, I want you to know I, as much as anyone else, enjoy a good pick a pile or pick a card reading on YouTube. I've watched many of them. There are readers that I highly respect, and I am not saying that this has to be instead of those. But sometimes when we get a reading from someone, despite the disclaimers that these are general readings and you should always just take what resonates and discard what doesn't, we rely on what we've heard and we take action. And then when things don't turn out, instead of taking responsibility for our choice, we go, oh man, why did I trust that reader? Well, the reader in these new card readings is going to be you. So what I'm going to do is give you different ways that you can choose your pile. And that could be picking out a stone, going by an archetype card as to it applying and what's going on in your life. It could be from artwork. It could be, who knows? We'll find out as we go along. And then once you pick your pile, initially, when we are just starting out on this, I'm going to only use cards that have writing on them. So I'm not going to tell you which of the meanings is for you. I'm not going to tell you if you should interpret your card as upright or reversed. It's going to be up to you. Now, I know that many of you are saying, I can't do this. I don't have any psychic gifts. Well, surprise. Probably a lot of you do have gifts. You just haven't realized it yet. I want you to explore whether maybe you do have a little something. Everyone has intuition. And I encourage people to trust their own intuition, but I know from personal experience that's not always easy. It is sometimes easier to turn to someone that we consider an expert and go by what they have to tell us than to trust ourselves. A lot of us went through things in our lives that made us doubt ourselves. I would like to provide a way for you to get over that doubt, to start trusting your instincts, your intuition, and have some fun with it. So, like I said, initially I'm only going to use cards that have writing on them. After a while I'll start switching those out, and it won't always be quite that easy. And then I will do a follow-up video to share with you what the guidebook might have said. But I want you to know, if you came up with some solid meaning for something and the guidebook differs, screw the guidebook. Go with what you came up with, because cards are up to interpretation. Now, I'm thinking that you're not going to always have to look at these bubbles, but you are always going to have to deal with me. Sometimes I have some trouble tracking, and almost all the time I repeat myself at least once, usually 3 times. Don't ask me why. I'm a bit quirky. But there's some fun to quirk, I'm thinking. So yeah, this is a little weird. Maybe it's definitely outside the box, but let's just go with it. And I'd love to hear your interpretations. It's lonely here behind the camera. I would love to have a little bit of companionship in the comments. So please feel free to share your interpretations and whether the cards meant something to you. It is important to remember we all pick wrong sometimes. So if you start into a pile and it just doesn't seem to apply at all, Feel free to stop and go back and pick another one. We can't always be 100%. Not even the pros can be 100% 100% of the time. So there's my introduction. The good news is once you've watched it, you don't have to watch it again. I will probably include this with every one of this kind of readings. And if you've already watched it, you can just buzz right past it and forget. I mean, who wants to see me more than once with these bubbles? How silly is this? At least it's fun. At least it's different. Life can get kind of boring. So let's add a little spice is what I'm thinking. All right, see you at the next card reading. That is you as the reader. Bye. Hello, this is your January 24th, you are the reader, pick a pile. And we have 4 piles as always to choose from. Today you can choose the archetype card, which seems most appropriate to your life, your situation, or you can choose your element candle. So pile number 1, the element candle is water. And the archetype is trickster. The light attributes, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. And the shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. That would be pile number 1. Of course, on any of these, you can access your intuition in a clair kind of way. So a vision, clairvoyance, just knowing in your head, claircognizance, possibly hearing, either in your head or in your ears, which is the difference between subjective and objective clairaudience. Or possibly do you just feel something when one of these candles or cards is lifted up? Always an option. But if you need something else to choose from, we have the candles and archetype cards. So for pile number 2, you can probably guess this is fire element. And the card is, well, that's appropriate, femme fatale, little fire there. Highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. And shadow attributes, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Pile 3, earth candle for the earth element. And again, appropriate. Thank you, Spirit. I love when that happens. Speaking of earth, nature child, light attributes, friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. Shadow attribute, tendency to abuse animals, people, and the environment. I hope you don't know someone like that. For the shadow aspects, I mean. And lastly, the air element. And the archetype is night. Light attributes, loyalty, romance, and chivalry. A love of honor. Aw, that sounds nice. Shadow attributes, allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, romantic delusions. So there are your pile choices again. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. I'm going to pause and come back with pile number 1. Oh, I know what I should say. So, we're starting to incorporate some tarot and Lenormand cards in from regular decks, not the one with everything written out. And so, because tarot and Lenormand are so popular, I'm going to put you to work. So you can either use your intuition and not do any research to come up with the meaning of those cards, or you can check possibly Biddy Tarot for the meaning of the tarot cards. And I'm not sure on the Lenormand, just Google meaning of whatever your card comes up as. I think that you're ready. So that should be kind of fun, huh? All right, see you in a minute. Pile 1 is up. Hello, reader, for pile 1. Your first tarot card, King of Swords. A powerful leader, quick action, strategic thought, head over heart, discipline, truth in the upright. If you should think this is more appropriate, reversed, a corrupt person, bribery, abuse, dirty politics, manipulative, cruel, weakness. You know, it just occurred to me that I had this backed out for the pile selection. Sorry, you're going to see my whole mess here, but let's get a little closer. Maybe I could go a little. Yes, I can. Okay. All right. Sorry, pile 1, but you know, I got to work the kinks out with you. Your next tarot card is the Moon. Clarity, a message in your dreams, unconscious illusions, and intuition. Now, actually, there was a comma there. I'm not sure why I read that together. Unconscious illusions, intuition for the upright. For reversed, confusion, fear, misinterpretation, unseen problems. Now, if you watched the pile selection all the way through, you know that I'm throwing in some ringers this time. So for your third tarot card, we have a real tarot card. I mean, one that doesn't have the words written on it, not that these aren't real. And the card that came up for you is the World, number 21, Major Arcana. So you can interpret this however it feels right to you, or you can go look it up on maybe Biddy Tarot. I'm sure there are all sorts of places you could Google in meaning of the World tarot card. But I want to hold it up in case you are reading the image. There is some sacred geometry on here. Okay. So those are your tarot cards, always with glare, no matter what I do. Sorry. And now, your Lenormand cards. First, we have letter, messages, info, correspondence. Messages and correspondence, pertinent or important information, tangible and digital files or documents, a traditional or orthodox approach, a situation requires more info, a person that is communicative. Your next, man, flirtatious, masculine person. Now I'm curious for people that have watched these from the beginning, or at least the last couple, this one has come up. I'd be curious to know if it came up for the same people. So if you'd comment, I'd appreciate it. This is a person with masculine qualities such as strength, independence, and assertiveness. This person is a romantic interest. And now, here's your Lenormand ringer. Again, you can just interpret it however you think would apply to your situation, or you can look it up. Tree. Not a whole lot to study there unless there's something hidden in those leaves. Okay, I'm going to move these so we don't have slippy slide time. And here we go with your oracle cards. Your first, from Precious Gems, is Angel Aura, and it is about communication. You know, I've already dinked around in your pile, so let me see if I can adjust this light so it's not quite so glaring. Is that better? Yeah, a little better, I think. Okay. Your next card. Intuition. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. Your next card. Oh my gosh, this is a repeat from the last one too. So I really want to know if you got these same cards last time, please. Modify. Because usually when we get the same message over and over, it means we haven't quite caught on yet. But if you did get this one, you already know what the expanded meaning is of it, so that's nice. Modify. From Alice the Wonderland, it's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. And we have a new deck here. Wild Kuan Yin. She tames by laying down the staff and rope. All right, pile number one. Those are your cards. I would love to hear how you interpreted them and if they applied to your situation, and if you are enjoying these different kind of readings. I'd appreciate hearing that too. Keeps me going to know that people are finding them useful. And thank you very much, Candace. If you're watching, don't apologize for commenting. I'm quite thrilled that you are taking the time to give feedback, so thank you very much. That's if Candace chose this pile. All right, thanks guys. I'll be back with pile 2. Hello, pile 2. These are the cards for you to do your reading. Now, they are uploaded January 24th, but they're pulled with the intention of being timeless, so don't worry about it if this isn't the 24th when you're watching this. We're going to start out with the tarot cards. The first one is 9 of Pentacles, luxury, rewards, self-sufficiency, financial gain, solo pleasures, fruits of labor. Sorry, I had to keep myself from laughing on the solo pleasures one. You know, that's the bummer part of 9 of Pentacles. Okay, there's the upright. And for reversed, workaholism, jealousy, envy, financial setbacks, reckless spending, false success. Your next tarot card is, don't panic, the Death card. It doesn't mean someone's gonna die, people. It means something ends to make room for something new. New beginnings, end of cycle, change, rebirth, endings, let go. For the upright. For the reverse, stagnation, inertia, hope destroyed, feeling stuck, fear of change, holding on. Yes, I'm familiar with that. You can tell by the tone of my voice. Now, here's the Ringer Tarot card. It's a real one. I mean, these are real, but this one doesn't have writing on it, so it's up to you. Are you going to look it up, or are you just going to interpret the art on the card? Totally up to you. Here we go. 7 of Pentacles. Let's see, how can I do this without the damn glare? There just is no winning here. Let me see. Let me try this. You know, I dinked around for pile 1 trying to find a better situation, so maybe I'm going to have to start standing them up again. I thought the laying down was going to work, but We might just do a little shift here right away. Hold on, let me grab something. I'll pause while I fuss with this, but I'll be right back. You can look at the Seven of Pentacles, man. All right, pile number 2. I'm sorry about the dinking around, but I think I got it now. So there is your Seven of Pentacles card. Interpret it by just looking at the art or looking it up. And let's move on to Lenormand. Your first card. Mice. Thievery, stress, worry. Stress, anxiety, and worry. Thievery or being stolen from. Financial burden caused by others. Deterioration, damages, and decay. Something must be replaced. A decline in one's life. The next card is Whip. Argument, strife, dispute. Man, for whoever's got this pile, I'm sorry if you're going through this stuff. Arguments, strife, and disputes. A laborious activity, a fight or conflict, dominance or control, abusive behavior, a violent nature. Now here's your Lenormand ringer. Kind of fits with these cards, I'm sorry. Coffin. So I'm not sure if there are any specific Lenormand sites where you can Google the meaning of cards, but I'm pretty sure just a general Google search will get you what you need to get, or you can just go by the image. And actually, this one's pretty easy to interpret. Those are your Lenormand cards. And now we'll go to your Oracle cards. The first one, oh gosh, she's beautiful, isn't she? Zebra Jasper, engagement. Next, Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Next we have, that's an intriguing card, awareness. From Alice the Wonderland, painting the roses red, covering up errors. And lastly, we have from a new deck, the Wild Kuan Yin. Sister of Shambhala shows the way. All right, pile number 2, interesting mix of cards. I would love it if you would comment and tell me yep, and I'm not editing. I'm sorry. This happens to me quite a bit. I just can't get my tongue to cooperate with my brain. I would love for you to comment to tell me if the cards resonated with you, how you interpreted them, and of course we'll have the follow-up video that expands on the meanings of the cards pretty soon. A thumbs up in addition to a comment would be appreciated. If you like this style of reading, just to give me some reinforcement and let me know. And if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, I'd be grateful if you did that. Thank you, Pile 2. See you next time. Hi, pile 3 for January 24, and don't worry about it if you're not watching this on the 24th, because these are pulled with the intention of being timeless. Your first tarot card is Knight of Swords, a fast-thinking person, a soldier, action, travel, impulsiveness, defending beliefs in the upright. Reversed, a violent person, deliberate cruelty, being out of control, no direction. Remember, it's up to you to decide if that card is meant to be upright or reversed in your life. And then we have the Hermit, contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance in the upright. In the reverse, loneliness, repeating past mistakes, isolation, lost your way. And here is the Ringer Tarot card, one that doesn't have the cheat sheet built in. It is Queen of Wands. So you can go look that up on the internet if you'd like, or you can just interpret it with the colors and her expression, the position of her body, what's on the card, however you want to do that. Okay, there's your tarot. Now the Lenormand. The first card is Key. Solution, access, revelation. One's karmic fate or destiny. The answer to a solution or problem. A prophetic revelation or epiphany. The way forward becomes clear. A situation that is significant. A person that is important. And the next one is Child, innocence, naivete, spontaneity. Innocence and naivete, something new and fresh, immature or young person, situation, a fresh new start or do-over, immature and responsible, fun and exciting. Wow, that's a lot of back and forth. First you got, oh, that's good, and then you got, oh, then you got, oh, that's good too, and then, oh. So that's a little different. Here's your regular Lenormand card, and it is Sun. So Google that if you would like, or just interpret it by looking at it. Okay, here we go with your oracle cards. Your first one is Unikite, growing together. These are such gorgeous women in these cards. The next one is, uh-oh, you're not going to be happy with me. I'm sorry. We'll just ease into it. Patience. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play while you wait. Yeah, but if you're in isolation and there's no one to play with, it gets kind of boring, right? Hermit reference. All right, next one is boundaries. Oh my, and my stomach's saying hello. Sorry. Hey, tummy, that's enough of that shit. Boundaries. From Alice, the Wonderland, we have nonsense. It's time to talk sense. And last, from a different deck than we've been using before, Wild Kuan Yin, we have Grandmother Dragonfly holds the wisdom. All right, pile 3, those are your cards. I would love to hear from you if they resonated with you. I'd love to hear how you put them together for a story that applies to your life. If you would like to give the video a thumbs up because you appreciate this kind of different reading, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, I would love to have you on board if you'd like to subscribe. See you next time. Hello, Pile 4. Here are your cards for you to do your reading. The first one is Knight of Wands, a lusty and free-spirited person. Passion, creativity, action, adventure, fearlessness for the upright. For the reversed, a chaotic person, sexual excess, impulsive behavior, anger, impulsiveness again, ooh, and recklessness. I think that's probably just a proofreading error rather than a strong emphasis on impulsivity, but you never know. Your next tarot card is Five of Pentacles. This is the one they always refer to as left out in the cold. Poverty, ill health, worry, isolation, financial loss, need, insecurity, and that is in the upright. Reversed, a new job or home, hope returns, recovery, charity, improvement. And here is your tarot card without the cheat sheet. High Priestess. So you can go look this up, or maybe you're familiar already with the traits of the High Priestess, or you can just interpret the picture. You can always pause the video if you need to look at more of the detail. All right, let's move on to your oracle cards. Oh, no. Getting ahead of myself. Not oracle card time yet. Sorry, guys. Lenormand. And your first one is garden, gathering, public, community. Uh-oh. No. See, I tried to flip it and dropped it. A social gathering, a party, reunion, or concert. Being in the public eye, one's role in their community, public persona or status, teamwork, and leadership skills. Next one, bouquet, courtship, gift, helping hand. A helping hand, a deal one can count on, courtship and dating, a gift given from appreciation, a social invitation, an enjoyable person or situation. Wasn't there something else about social situation? Oh, social gathering was the last one, and they both have flowers. And here is your regular Lenormand card, ship. So you can just interpret the image if you'd like, or you can go look it up online to get the meaning. Kind of fun to do something different, not just have everything explained to you as if it's a done deal, huh? You get a part in this, just like how you have a part in your own reality. Now we get to Oracle. I jumped the gun, but we're ready now. Ooh, look at the colors in this. Emerald, successful love. It's not one of my favorite pictures, but that green is kind of striking. Next we have a black unicorn. Oh, we actually have black and white, like yin and yang. Strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. You know, I gotta say, that's kind of how I have finally adjusted to all the changes in my life, is to try to find, you know, what's the positive. It takes some time sometimes before you can even examine it for that, but there's usually something in it, you know, and anytime we learn something and we grow, it's a good thing. So it doesn't hurt to look for the good thing, the growth. All right, I'll shut up. Next. Get clear. That's from Whispers of Healing, by the way, from Alice the Wonderland. No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. And with a deck we haven't been using before, we have, oh, did I just bang the camera? From Wild Kuan Yin, Harvest Mother watches over me. You know, I'm not crazy about the artwork in these cards, but that's okay. I don't have to be crazy about it. Everyone digs something different. All right, pile four, those are your cards. I would love to hear if they applied to your life or how you interpreted them. And if you like this style of reading, a thumbs up would be appreciated. It's helpful for me to know if it's something to scrap, which I've had to do on a lot of my ideas lately, or if it's something to keep going with. And if you're not a subscriber and would like to be, I would love to have you on board. All right, that's it for January 24th. Thanks, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.